It says, I think it says, we are live. That's what it says. I'm already up to 2 watchers. What's up with this? One of them probably being me. Because I'm special. Oh. Give me a second, guys. Just blowing everybody up. Blowing everybody up. Boop, boop, boop. That one. This one. Get in my Facebook real quick. I know I'm live. I know I'm live. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. What? Nobody's watching me now? I don't think that's right. It's okay. Alright, guys. So, everything is brought up to speed here. I think I'm doing alright. I'm not for sure. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my wonderful channel. My name is Nico, and this is Bunny Building. That's right. Last we left off, we were talking about how I was going to work on trying to catch up a little bit. Gotta get my real time up. How I was going to catch up a little bit from yesterday. I wanted to... I had a callus on my hand. Sorry, guys. How I wanted to kind of catch up and do a little bit of quick sewing. That's going to take a little time. Sewing's fantastically fun. So, yeah. Totally worth it. 100%. Also, I had dinner too last night, so that was also a good breaking point for me. But this is where we're at. This is Bunny. This is absolutely adorable looking. Now, one thing that you guys can see already, well, I can see it on my end, is we need to work on this eye a little bit, kind of getting the fur out of the eye, and then we're going to work on trying to get some eyelashes on here. I was thinking about doing a black to kind of match the polka dots, and then what we're going to do from there is we're going to start blending all the fur in, which I get a lot of people asking me, how do you do it, how do you do it? It's not rocket science, you know, you just have to sit here with the shaver and go along with your brush. First, you brush it out. You brush. Second, from there, you have to start trimming little pieces that stick up. Like, here's a great example of one. Right at that eye. See that piece right here just kind of sticking up? I'll, like, snip it a little bit so I can tuck it down, or it'll brush out. Either way, right here at the forehead, I got a few pieces that just want to keep sticking up, so after I brush, we'll snip this a little bit, just to kind of bring it together there. Overall, there's the back side. This is what I sewed up real fast last night, and then right here along this seam is where everything kind of connected. The cheek has this little stitch here, and then it just comes down along that side. So that's what I did last night. There are a few things that I did catch myself. I tried it on last night. That I did catch myself looking at overall because of the fact. Where's my train of thought going on this one? There was some things that I noticed with the eyes that will have to be addressed. And that's going to be a lot of poking fun. Yay! But I'm going to try to finish the bunny tonight. So if you are keeping track on the view counter, I've done 2, 4... We'll probably say 6 hours plus another 4. So I've put in about 10 hours on this head now. Which is pretty good timing, if I do say so myself. So, we need to attach the lower jaw. Real simple, easy. Nothing really fantastic to throw out there. I do want to add kind of like a little blit tongue, little pink little blit tongue. I think that would be adorable. So we're gonna work on that. Trim up the jaw a little bit, bring it down. Kind of have to find my piece here, which I think is going to be right there. So, I'm kind of waiting on my glue gun. That's kind of why I'm rambling a little bit, guys. So, forgive me. And whoever's sitting in my chat not saying hi to me, just so you know, chat is live. I do read my chat as I go along this evening, so please drop a line in there, say hi. If you are new to my channel, please like and subscribe. I will be trying to move over to my new channel, which I will post momentarily. I don't know if it's gonna confuse my computer. I think it's gonna confuse my computer. And the answer is no. No, it did not. Okay. So my new channel, guys, I'm gonna post that here in chat just in a minute. Go like, subscribe to that one for sure. I'm going to try to move over to that one. I posted a link in the chat room. You guys gotta forgive me. It's allergy season here, and it is awful right now. So my face is like blowing up like no other. Ba-ding, there's the phone, there's the phone. Interesting. So let's see if this glue gun is ready. And the answer is not entirely ready. So, while we're working on that, normally what I do, guys, is I take, yet again, not watching in real time. This is driving me crazy. Okay. I take foamies, which is what I use for the eyes. I'll do an eye tutorial or an eye, how I make my eyes. But I take these foamies and I basically make a shape out of them, stick them in, and see if they work. And one of the ones that I'm trying to do is I'm trying to go for cute and cuddly on this one, which heaven forbid I forget how to do it sometimes. So I gotta bring my example bunny into play here. my example bunny is over there. Hello, new viewer. I see you. As you can tell, I definitely watch the status window all the time. I need a little stitch there. I need to trim that out. No. And then we're gonna just kind of go around. So waiting on hot glue here. As we wait on hot glue, I think I said we're gonna work on black. Yeah, because that's gonna match the nose, and then I can airbrush anything else on top of that. So give me 1 second. Let me run over here. Oh. Well, it's gonna be one of those nights, huh? Where, oh where has my thummies gone? Okay, so here is my stash. I get these at Walmart. When you live in a very small town like I do, you kind of gotta work with what you got. And this is what I call working with what you got. Yay me. I don't know. Okay, so I'm looking for a color contrast to go with this bunny here. If I can't really think of anything, what I can always do is we can cut out an eye out of white, and then from there we can paint it black. Which I think that's what I'm gonna do. You know what? Let's do that. I like that idea. So, we're going to start off with generic darker color. And why I say a generic dark color, is because if we're painting it black, we don't want to use white because then you have to paint it a couple times to go through. So you use a darker color. Woo, way to go me. You know what? I have not started my music. YouTube loves me when I listen to my music. Don't ya? I'm gonna probably have to turn it down because I turned it up. Okay. So, what do you guys think about doing a Discord channel that, as I'm sitting here crafting, looking at things, trying things out, what do you guys think of possibly doing something like, come chill in the Discord and chat and blah, 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 as I sit here and work? What do you think? Think about it. So, ba-da-ding. It wasn't me, I swear. Ba-da-bling. Alright. So, what was I? Alright, normally what I do is I do this in pencil. I do this in pencil to just kind of give it the edge that I'm looking for-ish. So, kind of the pattern that we're looking for is along the idea of curve, and then in the curve we'll do kind of like a half switchback, and then it normally takes me a few attempts at this, guys, so no laughing. Well, you can laugh, but the problem is I can't hear you, so I can't laugh with you. So that's the problem. Can't laugh because I can't laugh. That was kind of the bottom, though. Wow, can I not make a curve tonight, or what? I am not a really good freehand artist. Fair warning. Ba-da-ding. The phone wants your attention. But guess what, phone? Not right now. What is that? I'm drawing like this tentacle and no tentacles. Oh, yeah, I'll go with that. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this out. Cutting it out. Play my music. Alright, so that's going to be for this side. Okay. So, that's done. Now, what I gotta do is I gotta kind of rescue this eye. It looks like I put too much of the fur into it. There we go. Snip a little more here. Okay. That looks a little better. Alright. Where am I and what am I doing now? I have stalkers. They're watching me. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm thinking for an eyelash. Something small, something cute, just kind of in between. Yet again, we're gonna paint these black. What I gotta do now. Shout out to JT Music. I listen to you guys' stuff all the time, and yes, YouTube. I'm not monetizing this video. All right. My apologies. Okay, so technique I just used, guys, is called mirroring. Now I got two bushy eyebrows by just flipping it back and forth. Normally, if you're building a very, very symmetrical suit, and that is one focus piece that you're trying to do, you'll only tape half the suit and then back and forth. You know, one piece cut to just by flipping it back and forth. So one day I will do one of those on the channel, but today it's bunny time. Okay, so next I need Alright, and I'm back. So what I use is I just use Apple Barrel acrylic paint. And then I also have an acrylic paint set. So yeah. Acrylic paint. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Open. Thank you. Okay, I don't know why. Just, yeah. Nobody saw that. So I'm going to just whip through this real quick with the smallest brush I could find. Hold on, let me go get a bigger brush, guys. Ugh. My storage closet of wonderful paints. Now, from what it looks like right now, guys, I'm going to have to do 2 coats on this. So what I'm going to probably do is I'm going to probably paint this, show you guys that I painted it, and then I'll have to come back later with the final product because this does need to dry for a minute. Maybe I can get it done, who knows. All I know is my nose is running, and it's driving me nuts.
Furniture sell brand new furniture at such low prices. I'm talking about headboards for $49, nightstands for $59, twin mattresses.
Hudson Furniture, a commercial that I've heard probably a million times. Yep. Alright, so that's looking good. Man, is it like rap night or what? Alright, let's do that one. Alright, so let's talk about blending, going through blending. I'm going to let my paint dry. And then we're going to glue the bottom jaw here. So, probably not in that order. But we will figure it out. Good. Yeah, definitely gonna make a black tongue. I think it would look absolutely adorable. I do want to get out my air gun, my airbrush kit that I have, guys, and I want to work on. Apparently, I missed sewing a part. Oops. I'll sew it here in a minute. I'm not worried. Gotta make the tongue. Gotta keep the fur out of the mouth, if you catch my drift. Anybody that's worn a fursuit will tell you, number one thing about a new suit is all the fur you get in your mouth. Yeah. It's exciting. Oh, my nose won't stop running. Okay, where's my brush? Alright. So, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on kind of blending everything together. I like using this type of brush. It's kind of bristled. Has little peggies at the end. I like using this type of brush because as I work on the seams, I can kind of pick at it a little bit to get any of the fur that I trapped as I was sewing. Which, as you try to sew, try to not get the fur trapped in the first place. But you just got to pick it out, and it works pretty good. So I got that one right there. And brush the ears out. Okay, here's a good example of going back and working on something. Right here where my fingers are in the ear, I noticed some of the fur being loose as we glued it. So let's go ahead and slap some more glue without burning my fingers. And then we'll hold that down real fast. Okay. I swear this bunny eats stuff from my desk here. Alright. So there we go. Got a nice little brush. And I know I don't have, like, the world's best camera, guys, so, some of the details not going to come out as perfect on this camera. So, sorry. Okay. So here's that. I gotta sew the other side. As you guys can see, I'm like vigorously kind of trying to refluff the fur a little bit so it brushes out from shaving it. And we're gonna do another pass The only problem that I do have when I do this is sometimes I do nick the string. And I just have to kind of go back and pay attention to what I'm doing. And then I'll have to sew that. So YouTube tells me all the time what songs in the background get copyrighted and blah 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 through my live stream, because you know I don't listen to non-copyrighted music apparently, which is no big deal. Like I said, I'm not trying to monetize this. I'm just doing this to show people how you do it. And if you look at a lot of tutorials out there online, a lot of people do like they speed it up for people to watch so they can understand. But doing that sometimes you miss some of the tricks that they do, and that's the part that just kind of like, okay, well, how did you get there? Another good thing about brushing is it gets rid of all that excess fur that's flying around. That's gonna cover that. Alright. We'll do another pass on the eyebrows here. We have no watches to knot. I think I got one, is what it says. But I don't know if that's me again. Alright. So I'm going to go wash my brush real quick, all. So give me a second. Fur in the mouth. Give me a second. I'm going to go wash the brush out. And then we're going to glue the eyes on, or the eyebrows on. And then we're going to take a look at if I want to add a... I call them extenders, but basically another layer around the inner eye. Kind of makes it look a little cleaner. But we'll see. Hold on. Doesn't take long to wash a brush when it's this big. So. Wet hand. Alright, so... think that's gonna look good there. Skip. Oh, did I get another viewer or did I just not pay attention? Alright, now I'm waiting for hot glue to dry. Which, when you use your glue gun on low setting and once it gets to the right temp, it dries pretty quick. But if you use your... if you just wait like a few seconds, it's still hot, by the way. Okay, fine. So, you just hold things down until they're, you count about 20 seconds. 20 seconds and it's pretty good. So that's good. And then another thing that I like to do, there it is. I like taking the ruler and then I kind of make a line on the fur. I'll brush it out when I'm done. But make a line from one side to the other. Just like that. Oh, jeez, that's loud. So basically from one side to the other. So that way I know with my other eyebrow, I'm going to take that and that's where the tip of that eyebrow is going to sit. Just like that. Now, this is one thing, personally, I have a hard time creating with my heads, is I have a hard time doing that extra little detail at the very end that makes that character stick out and say, I'm unique. So, just no critiquing. Okay. We'll hold that in place until I feel it cooling down. Bring it up a little bit. I'll have to bring that there. Sometimes you just gotta go back through the eye a couple times, snip it out, like I'm doing right now. Just snip out that excess that, you know, you didn't get right the first time. It's not a big deal. I think I'm pretty good at this stage right now. I'm not gonna say it's all the way, but I think I'm gonna say it's good. Glue this down a little bit more. So, hey there! Welcome, Blake. Welcome. I appreciate you joining. Wow! I turn around, I turn my head for 2 seconds, we get 3 people in here? Awesome. All right. Well, welcome. I welcome you to the wonderful chat. I got this one spot, guys, that is driving me nuts. So give me a sec. I'm going to have to cover my blemish, is what I would say. Ow, ow, ow. Now, something I personally like to do is, what I'll do is I'll add a little extra detail line right here to the bottom, which goes to about right. Snip, snip. Okay, I like doing this on my heads because it makes that eye just a little crisper. What I do is I take a little bit of foamy. I'm under attack. Okay. Foamy. Check. So what I do is I'll take this and I'll bring it in to the base of the eye, which I actually cut this too short. I'm off by almost a finger length, which is actually kind of impressive. But what I'll do is I'll take this and I'll glue it in right up to the eye that I put in there. And as you can see, it kind of makes that eye stick out a little bit more versus it's not there. So there, not there, there, not there. So let me get the right piece now, because apparently I can't cut right. I got the right depth though, which was actually kind of amazing on my first attempt. So we'll just make a long piece. And then shove this in like that. And then okay. So, yet again, I like personally doing this because I think it just kind of hides a lot of the blemish of the eye itself. So if there's any mistakes or whatever, yet again, with it in, with it out, in, out. And it makes a big difference on the eye, or the view of the eye itself. So, I'm going to find another piece that's going to match this because it's white. Yay. Which I'm actually lucky here on my little palette piece here. Cut that off. My eyes, they're a-running. Alright, so the glue, the hot glue. Real quick, guys, I am open for commissions. This is a pre-made bunny that I'm going to be doing, and it will be on my store. Go check me out on Etsy. My company name is Arm and a Leg. Arm and a Leg. Fursuits. And you'll find me. And, yeah, open for commissions. Until I stick my finger in hot glue again. Owie, 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 owie. So, yep, there's that. That's a simple trick I do. My nose is running. Running. Well, let's make sure this one is good as well. Gotta kind of pop it. It's tight for some reason. There we go. That's working it. Alright, now with this one, kinda just have to do the bottom half of it. And then we'll just have to readjust the eye itself. Yeah, we're good. My nose will not stop running. Ooh, getting up there in viewers again. Hello and welcome, people that I haven't seen yet. Remember, chat is open if you want to drop me a line. Talk to me live-ish. Spread the word. New bunny coming out. Ow, 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 ow. Stick. And then I need the wedge. Ow. Click. I hear the click. I want to add a little bit more there. All right. What I'm doing, guys, is I'm just trying to hide some of the blemishes that apparently the sewing didn't cover. Like in the cracks of the eyes, has a little bit of it, so. Holy cow, we're up to 4 viewers. 4 viewers, ladies and gentlemen. That is... I don't know. I don't know. Hold on. Let me see if I can figure it out from my end. Because I will log in myself. Question is I don't know. Let me see if I can figure it out. I don't know. I logged in and it popped up with the little chat window there. So I don't know. Hi. See, I could say hi. I don't know. So They all went white when they heard the name I chosen, and I realized all their fear. Okay. Not sure where you're going with that one. So, I guess I'll stitch up the back of that head, and then we'll make the tongue. And I think that's where I'm going to go with that for tonight's episode. Just so you guys know, I will be selling this on Etsy on my store. If you guys do see it on there, make sure to share it, like it, whatever. Get the word out. Okay, that's not the needle that I'm looking for. It's funny how often I lose needles. It's quite funny how I lose everything on this table. It's table, right? Huh. Did I knock it on the floor? My lap, maybe? It sucks when you knock a needle onto the floor. Especially if you don't know where it is. Well, I'll find it later. It's what they say, right? I'll find it later. It's alright. I got a bigger half hook here. Which, I'll probably use that. Nah, I'll use the smaller one still. Okay. And to answer your question, chat, comment, whatever. If you can't comment, reach me on different means. You're pretty weird with your commenting. Just saying. Turn my music back on, because I realize it is quiet to begin. Yeah, right? I'll find that needle in my foot later. I promise you that. Knowing my luck is I'll like sell the head and they're like, oh, by the way, we found that needle you're missing. Okay, line this back up again. Piece of hot glue in the way. You're in the way. There we go. Hey, John, if you're gonna just sit there and comment a bunch of religious stuff, you need to leave chat, man. Sorry guys, working on something on the background here.
Need a doctor after hours? See one on your phone. With United Healthcare. United Healthcare.
Okay, all fixed. Alright. My first hater, everybody. Look at that. Okay, back to where I was. Alright, how do you pronounce your name? Riddell? Did I pronounce that right? Real? Uh-oh. I'm getting poked. Somebody is poking me. Bet you I know who it is. Yep. Uh-oh. Now I don't even know how I said it on the second time. Well, anyways, hi. Question is... Rhea and Del. Rhea and Del. Okay. I'm horrible at pronouncing names, so forgive me. So did you happen to stumble across my feed, or are you from one of my Telegram chat channel thingies, mabobbers? I knew that was going to do that. My friend is watching. Hello. I totally... You totally bugged me on the Facebook. What? Facebook? Okay, now I'm confused. Ow. Facebook. Ah. Okay. I put two together. So as I go along here, guys, all I'm doing is I'm looking for holes. I'm looking for spots that I missed. You know, stuff like that. As I'm going along, it's fun and it's exciting. Yay! Ah, phone. Okay. Nope. Try again. Ah. The answer is no, Josh. I do not want to listen to your album. Alright, guys. Well, I'm kind of to the point where I gotta stop and sit and stare at it. See what else I can add to make it just a little bit cute. Oh! Before I forgot. See, you guys were supposed to remind me. We never did our tongue. So let me go get some fabric. Alright. So, kind of what I'm thinking is a small little one. Probably about, gotta watch in real time. Okay. So, about that big is what I'm thinking. And then I won't stuff this one, but I'll do a stitch down the center. But it's going to be real small. It's not going to be like super big or anything. Whatever this song is, it's actually pretty good. Nope. How do I want to do this? Let me do it this way. So, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just stitch this up real fast. Make it look cute. Sometimes I do add teeth to my wonderful creations. This one will not have teeth because of the fact that the mouth is so small. It's a static mouth. And yeah. So hopefully by the end of the night, guys, I can have this up online for sale. That's right, if you want this beautiful bunny head, guys, let me know. It will be on my store. Go check it out on Etsy, called Arm and a Leg Fursuit. Check me out, yeah. Just in case if anybody is wondering, I'm just using the same old blanket stitch that we have been using. Just making sure to add a little tension as I go along. So it's going to give us that natural curl to the tongue, which is awesome. If I don't lose my needle first. Okay, I have to say this. I'm sitting here watching out of the corner of my eye. Just music videos. And this little girl's big brother flushed her lizard down the toilet. I watched some weird videos. Alright, so now that we're at the end here, we want to kind of give it a good knot. There we go. Now, that is our tongue. It's a little neat tongue. And then one thing you always want to do when you're doing sewing and stuff like that, all your stitching you really want on the inside. So you just flip it inside out. Kind of flatten it out, stretch it a little bit. And then you have a cute, neat tongue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of stick it in. I'll just lock the out. I have to fix that part. I think right there where I want it. So I'm going to go on the inside. And then I'm going to just put a big old dab of hot glue right in here. Or a few dabs. That way I can just hold it here while I sit here and talk to you guys. I think that's gonna hold. Which now, as you bring down the lower mouth a little bit, you have the meat. Close it up a little bit, you can still see it, which is perfect. Exactly what we're going for. Make sure to put my needle back. And I think, oh, I said that I wanted to fix this part right here. I hate hot glue on the fingers, guys. Hate it, hate it, hate it. As long as it's on low setting, I can deal with it, but when it's on the high setting, man, woo boy. Now, one thing I will probably do tomorrow is I'll add a neck to it. I do have a neck template I like to use, which is just very simple, something I've cut out for my other necks. But I'm going to probably have to do this one a little different because it's a different base design. The other one's the same base, same designs type deal. And nice and, I won't say tight around the neck, but it's decent enough that you can get your head in and out with no real issues. So I'll probably look at doing that and just sewing that on tomorrow. But I think as for YouTube and YouTube purposes, I think I'm going to call this bunny done, guys. I don't really see anything jumping out that says that we're going to work on, like, you know, the ears falling off or something important. So I'm just kind of poking around, seeing if I can find, you know, some other spots that I've missed or but it feels pretty pretty solid. I'll take the clipper guards. Let me show you this, guys. This is what I like to do. This is how I blend without really ruining my fur. Is I take so I can't read without my glasses on, guys. It's a 1/16 guard. It's the green one. And what I'll do is I'll just, spots that I shaved, I'll go over them real quick. And then just kind of, get rid of all the fuzz or anything else that's kind of popped up. Like on the jaw right here. Give it a little bit of a, buzz here. And then right here between the cheek and the eye, take a little bit off top. I can put eyebrows on it. That is an idea that I have thought about, but I don't know. All depends on where I go with it. I think eyebrows would look cute. Just kind of got to play around with it a little bit. And just like that, guys, this is as much blending as I kind of do. I don't want to cut too far because the fur does build up as it goes back. But just the areas that need a quick little shave down. Just like that. Boom. All good. So with that said, final dues. Gotta kind of find my camera here. Which fits my head very well. But there you go, guys. One beautiful bunny. And I think what we did it in, I don't know, I'll say 10 hours. Roughly about 10 hours. The ears took me a couple hours themselves, so. But over the next few days, I'll stare at it like I always do my suits, and I'll stare at it, see if I want to add a little bit more detail, or if something pops up that I could think of, like, oh, hey, let me do that. I'll try that, but as for YouTube's purposes, guys, we're going to stick a fork in this one and call it done. Until the next head gets in, guys, which will be a Sergal, if I pronounce that right, Sergal, which that will be coming in, maybe mid-April, so take a moment and stop by in April, check me out, because once that comes in, we're gonna whip that out and get that going. But I'm gonna have to think of a design for it. I'm kind of running out of really cool furs. I have an idea for it, but we'll have to see if it works out. Anywho, with that said, guys, if you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, head over to Arm and a Leg Fursuits, and check me out over there. I will see you guys next time.